Chainsaw Man is called a dark fantasy anime, and the main reason is a character who starts everything. Her name is Makima. She is a beautiful, hot, and sexy woman. She has a lot of fans, especially boys, but this hot-looking woman is actually a pure evil villain. In this video, we will explore Makima's complete story, from the anime to the end of the manga. In the beginning, Makima appears to be a simple, calm person who cares a lot about Denji and treats him like her pet. She gives him a place to live and also includes him in the Devil Hunter team, where he makes friends like Aki and Power. Later, Makima seduces Denji and fulfills his desire, which was to touch her chest, and she says that if he kills the Gun Devil, she will fulfill any wish of his. Then there is a scene that everyone finds very strange. Makima is shot by a man, but she doesn't die and comes back alive. After that, she makes several people sit in a line with their eyes blindfolded. She then forms some specific hand signs with her hands, which result in the deaths of both the people who are tied up and the ones Makima wants to kill. This scene is quite confusing, so first we need to understand Makima's powers and abilities. In the world of Chainsaw Man, there are 4 horsemen, which are 4 sisters. They include Makima, the Control Devil, the War Devil, Yoru, who represents the fear of war and conflict, the Famine Devil, Fami, representing the fear of hunger and famine, and the Death Devil, who is the most powerful of them all. Regarding Makima's powers, first is the ritual setup. To use this power, Makima requires a few things. She needs a high altitude. She often goes to an elevated place like a shrine or a mountain. Second, she needs human sacrifices. She must sacrifice as many living people as the number of targets she intends to kill. Makima must know the target's name. As soon as she instructs a sacrificed person to utter the target's name, that person dies, and simultaneously, the distant target is crushed. Impact and terror. This ability is extremely dangerous because it is impossible to escape. Since the target has no idea where the attack is coming from, it bypasses any physical defense. The target is instantly turned into a bloody pulp. Makima's ultimate goal was to separate Pochita from Denji, as Pochita is the Chainsaw Devil, the only entity capable of standing against her. To break Denji's spirit, she chose to sacrifice my favorite character, Aki. In a desperate attempt to protect his friends, Aki surrendered himself, saying, "I'll do anything, just keep Denji and Power safe." Makima exploited this devotion and transformed Aki into the monstrous gun fiend. As Aki approached to attack, Pochita warned Denji in a dream, pleading with him, "Don't open the door!" But under Makima's subtle manipulation, Denji opened it anyway, only to be met by a hail of bullets from his best friend. A brutal battle ensued, but while Denji was fighting for his life, Aki's mind was trapped in a tragic hallucination, a harmless snowball fight from his childhood. In his vision, Aki thought he had hit Denji a bit too hard with a snowball and walked over to check on him. In that moment of hesitation, a heartbroken Denji was forced to strike, ultimately killing the gun fiend, and with it, Aki. However, after that, Denji's mental state deteriorated so badly that he became like a living corpse, trapped in deep trauma. The story gets much darker when Makima promises Denji that if she defeats the Gun Devil, she will fulfill any wish he wants, and a completely broken Denji asks her to turn him into her pet and treat him like one. Soon after, Makima tells Denji to open the door and kill whoever is outside, but when he opens it, it's Power, who has come with a cake because it's Denji's birthday, and before he can react, Makima instantly kills Power, shattering Denji emotionally and pushing him into complete silence and emptiness, while Makima sits on his lap and laughs like a mad woman. And because Denji has lost the will to live, Pochita takes over and appears in his true form as the Chainsaw Devil, killing the Hell Devil and fighting Makima's controlled weapon hybrids, after which Makima pulls Pochita out of Denji's chest, fully separating them so Denji becomes a normal human while the Chainsaw Devil fights on his own. And while Makima is focused on Pochita, Denji is left weak and near death until Power returns one last time, not fully revived, but temporarily as the Blood Devil, giving Denji her blood, making a contract asking him to find her again, and then disappearing forever. Kishibe hides Denji, but Makima attacks using zombies and her followers, all of whom Denji eventually kills, and in their final confrontation, Makima badly injures Denji, and forces him to drink her blood to torture him slowly, regenerating no matter how many times she is cut due to her contract with Japan's prime minister, believing she has already won, until Denji reveals his plan by attacking Makima from behind with a chainsaw made using Power's blood. Disrupting her regeneration, Denji kills her without love or malice by treating her as ordinary food, which prevents her contract from activating and finally ends her life, leading to the Control Devil being reincarnated as a child named Nayuta, who is completely different from Makima, and whom Denji decides to raise with love and care. That's it for today. Tell me in the comments which topic you want next, and if you have any doubts, feel free to ask.